idea of national security is also actually tied very closely with national prosperity and advancement of our country. Now, what is national security? If all people in India can live with each other as one people, then we at least have a very strong internal India. That gives us enormous strength, not only vis-a-vis others, but also as a nation. If we are all together, we can advance at a rapid pace. Now, of course, we face challenges from other countries, and we have very competent defense forces who are very much capable of defending our country, and they have done it. In 1971, we in fact went to war with Pakistan. We defeated Pakistan, forced close to 80,000 soldiers to lay their arms down and surrender in front of an Indian general. So, we are capable, and I fully trust our armed forces to protect our borders. Having said that, national security also means that internally we must be cohesive. We should not allow divisions to arise within ourselves. We can't differentiate each other as another. If we are Indians, we are Indians, period. Irrespective of caste, creed, no matter what, we must remember we are all Indians. And if we are strong inside, we will be strong outside. If we are strong inside, as a nation, we will prosper and develop even faster. A reluctant politician, I am not. I am serious about my work. But pausing and doing a self-check on which direction I am going in is a way of keeping myself on the track. Because if you lose track, you stray far away, you would have strayed far away that you can't come back on track. So, I think to be on track, it is necessary to keep questioning myself, be my own conscience keeper. So, that's my approach. Well, if you see, it might appear to be a reluctant politician, but it is not. I am just being my own conscience keeper. I grew up in Bangalore of late 80s and 90s. So, if I look back, maybe there was a sense of innocence back then. And somewhere in the last 15-20 years, we have lost that sense of innocence. But if that is the cost, the trade-off is that Bangalore is one of the most dynamic cities in the world. We are bubbling, we are buzzing with ideas, with entrepreneurial skill, with the energy that people from all parts of the country are coming to Bangalore and exploring opportunities for themselves and creating opportunities for others. And through, the large-hearted Kannadigas have played host to this diverse set of people, ideas, their energies. So, it is Kannadigas who have actually managed to bind everybody together and create this dynamic cluster called Bengaluru. So, it requires a unique Bangalorean who knows its history, but who also understands its current dynamism to be its effective representative. That's what I propose to do if I get elected to Parliament. I did my primary education in a rural school in Kolar, Chikballapur district. Till 10th, I studied in a Kannada medium school. Then I did my pre-university in National College, Baswangudi. Then my bachelor's degree in business management in Christ College, and my master's degree in international relations in US. So in my primary school, my teachers gave me the value systems that even today are part of me. Christ College is where I really, surprisingly, but I got serious about my academic pursuits, and I said I must aspire to better performance in my academics. And that was also partly due to my teachers in Christ back those days. And during my master's course in US is where I understood that, or I internalized that whatever we do, we should try to be very good at it, or at least we should try to excel in whatever we do. And we must be very sincere and serious about whatever work we do. That sort of an ethic, a cultural ethic, I internalized during my master's degree. So if I look back, all these educational institutions are part of who I am today. So I am a composite of not just the academics I learnt in these institutes, but also life lessons that I picked up from all these institutions. So they are a part of me today, and I am who I am because of these institutions. So I am quite passionate about environmental issues. We owe it to our future generation, to ourselves, and to the planet itself. We can all make small amends to have a sustainable lifestyle. So about 10 months ago, I stopped using plastic bottled water in my office. My department took it up and implemented it across our department in the whole state. People saw that, and the entire government has passed an order saying that in government offices or programs around the state, we will not use bottled plastic water, plastic bottled water. Why is it important? Because the bottles that we use and throw do not get decomposed. They stay in soil, they stay in water, everywhere, and cause an environmental hazard. So small steps will go a long way. Similarly, I have taken up lake revival in my constituency. Out of the 14 lakes, we have so far revived about 10, 11 lakes. These are examples of initiatives. But ultimately, people need to come together and have consensus that we as a society need to be conscious, need to have a smart, sustainable, conscious lifestyle. Then we will begin to see change happening all around us. In our country, there is a lot of debate on healthcare, but not enough on preventive healthcare. So I am very passionate about preventive healthcare, and that starts with being fit. So we need to have an active lifestyle. We need to incorporate an exercise regimen into our daily life. Take a walk in a park or around a lake. There are open gyms that we have installed in many parks. So I think there are enough and more avenues available to us to incorporate some form of exercise in our daily life that will keep us fit and prevent health problems and illnesses. So I try and practice it in my life, and I think our society will be healthier if we can all have an active lifestyle. We every year conduct job fairs in our constituency, and thousands of young men and women flock to our job fair. It's so it shows the dire lack of employment opportunities and the strong push from young men and women who are seeking employment. So, I think unemployment, lack of employment opportunities is a very serious issue, and every day people walk into my office asking for opportunities, job opportunities. So, that is the reason that we have been consistently doing job fairs, and I think if we as a society, as a nation, if we don't create enough job opportunities for our youth, then as a nation we will not be able to move forward. So, whichever government is going to come in next, and we hope to form the government, our biggest priority will be job creation. Bangalore North constituency and Bangalore as a whole is a very diverse habitation, is a very diverse center of habitation. People from all walks of life, all parts of the country have come together to create this dynamic city. So, though it's a cliche, but Bangalore is a truly cosmopolitan city. So, it requires tremendous understanding from public representatives to represent Bangalore. I deeply connect with the aspirations of Bangaloreans at all strata of the society, be it the poor Bangalorean or the tech worker or the entrepreneur, whoever it is. We need to really understand their concerns and articulate their concerns and represent their concerns, not just of the tech Bangalore, not just the entrepreneurial Bangalore, or not just the poor Bangaloreans. We need to collectively see how as all of us come together, as all of us have come together to create this most dynamic city, how can we collectively prosper as well? That will be my priority if I come to represent Bengaluru in the National Parliament. There's a lot of talk about nationalism today, patriotism. There is a lot of difference between nationalism and jingoism. Jingoism is this sloganeering and shouting and very vocal, visible expressions. But a true sense of nationalism is that which cares for every fellow citizen of my country. Nationalism is that every Indian must prosper. Poor, rich, caste, religion, whoever is an Indian, in our heart we must find space for every one of those. And when we start caring for every Indian, obviously we are caring for India. So, if you really want to be a nationalist, start by showing heart, compassion and love for every fellow Indian, irrespective of caste, culture, language, religion, whatever it is. Let us find enough space in our heart for every Indian. In my sense, that is nationalism. And if we can find heart for every Indian, India will be far better.